Okay, so today what we learned in our lesson number 4, that is climate of India. We learned that in our lesson number 4, climate of India, that how the Brazil climate and how the India climate is. We also learned the Brazil is located nearby the equator. That's why they are experiencing the region of Brazil, which is nearby equator. They are experiencing hot climate. But okay, and the region which is located nearby the Tropic of Capricorn, okay, they are experiencing temperate type of climate. So here in this part, up till now we also learned that Brazil is located at a vast latitudinal extent. Okay, just look at this. I will show you again. Okay, Brazil is located at a vast latitudinal extent. That is why there is so many climatic variations we have seen in the Brazil country. According to the Meteorological Department, India is one of the country who experiencing which type of climate, student? Yes, exactly. Who experience monsoon type of climate. And not only that much, when they are experiencing monsoon of climate, but there are also climatic variation. We have seen n number of weathers in our India, and according to the Meteorological Department. Now, what is the Meteorological Department, students? Yes, Meteorological Departments means, okay, there are the four types of weather, or you can say there are four types of season. The first is a season of rainfall, that is monsoon season. Then season of summer, then retreating monsoon, and the next is the cold weather season, that is winter season. So I want answer from you, student. Summer season. Summer season happen in which month? Okay. So now one by one we will go to each and every part. But before that, what we will go? We go to the temperature. Okay. Temperature of India. So as we see India experiencing monsoon type of climate, what we discussed in an earlier lecture, we discussed that in winter, the temperature of a Jammu and Kashmir and the mountainous region like Dehradun is there, then yes, Himalaya is there, Himachal Pradesh is there. In winter season, their temperature is dropped to minus 40 degrees Celsius. And not only that much, student, if you go about India, if we talk about India, as India is, the sun rays are directly perpendicular up to the Tropic of Cancer. As I show you already, I will show you again because I see some new faces. As we see, okay, as we see sun rays, this is the Earth, and here our India. Okay, wait, here our India is. And the sun rays are perpendicular to the Tropic of Cancer. Here this is the Tropic of Cancer, here that is the Tropic of Capricorn, here there is a equator. And the sun rays are directly perpendicular to the Tropic of Cancer. and because they are experiencing summer season, because of that, where the sun rays are directly perpendicular, so because of that, as a result, and the sun rays are directly passes to the middle of the country, middle of the India, and because of that, average temperature are higher throughout the year. In our India, we always seen that average temperature are always higher in our India, and temperature increase, and because of this, at the time of the summer season, temperature increase toward the south. And when we are talking about the winter season, the temperature dropped to the minus 40 degrees Celsius, in the mountainous region of Himalaya, in Dehradun, in Himachal Pradesh, in Jammu Kashmir. Now we talk about the diversity of the climatic conditions. The diversity of the climatic, the different climatic condition, and which India is facing because of the altitude of the location, in the altitude of the location and the latitude of the location. Because of the two reasons, the latitude of the location and the altitude of the location, because of these two reasons, the India is facing the different climatic condition. Okay, now we are talking about the very cold winds. Okay, I will show you through map. Very cold wind which are blowing from the north. Okay, we are always seeing very cold wind which are blowing from the north are obstructed by the Himalaya, because Himalaya is the mountain, and because of mountain the winds are obstructed. Because of the mountain, the winds are obstructed. And similarly, the southwest monsoon retreat from the Shivalik. Here what happens, student? Now we are talking about the retreating monsoon. And before started with retreating means withdrawal. In simple word, retreating means withdrawal. I will show you map also so you understand. Just look at this map. How the winds are withdrawal, how the winds are starting withdrawal. So in simple word, retreating means withdrawal. Withdrawal of a southwest monsoon wind from a skies of North India. Okay, I will show you again. From the skies of North India. Just wait. From the skies of North India, the winds are retreat to the southwest. Just look at this. From North India, the winds are going to the southwest direction. The monsoon wind, okay? From these skies. And this monsoon you will find in the October and November. This monsoon you will find, retreating monsoon you will facing in the month of October and November. So this monsoon is known as retreating monsoon. From October, November and December. This 3 season is for the retreating monsoon, and this is gradually what they are doing. The north wind is going to the southwest. They are changing their direction. The winds are started withdrawing. Now here, retreating monsoon. What happened in the retreating monsoon? With retreat of monsoon. Okay, what happened in the retreat monsoon? The retreat monsoon, the clouds started disappearing. The skies become clear. Okay, the day temperature start falling steeply, slowly and gradually. The day temperature decreased, and monsoon rays weaken. all over India, except southeastern part. Except southeastern part. All over India, monsoon wind started weaken, except southeastern part of India in the month of October, November, and December. Monsoon through weakens and gradually shift southward. What happened? It's gradually shifted from north, it started shifting southward. It started shifting in a southward. For Rabi crops, you can see that the retreating monsoon is really helpful. Okay, student, now what is Rabi crops? Can you give me some Rabi crops? And retreating monsoon is really useful for the Rabi crop. So now we move towards the very cold wind. Okay, as we see that, as I told you, from North India, the winds are going to the southwest side. This is nothing but the retreating monsoon. But because of now, this is the part of retreating monsoon. Now we go to the temperature where it is higher and it is summer season. Now what happens, student? Because of high temperature in summer and low pressure area develop in a Punjab plain. Okay, just wait. I will show you. Look at this. These are the two desert area. These are the two desert area, that is Rajasthan and Punjab plains. Now what happened? This is a really desert area. Here you face high temperature. In Thar desert, you always face high temperature. Then in nearby the Punjab plains, you also faces high temperature in summer. But because of this low pressure area of wind, low pressure of wind is developed, and this attracts the Indian Ocean. Now what happened? I will show you. Gradually in summer, the in the Thar desert and in Punjab plains, the high temperature is there, and because of this low pressure of wind you have found. But in Indian Ocean, because of this thing, the Indian Oceans facing high pressure of wind. Because here Punjab and Rajasthan facing low pressure of wind, Indian Ocean attracted and they are facing high pressure of wind. And now we move to the Western Ghat. And Western Ghat, it rain more. Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat, as you all know, there are the two ghats. There are n number of ghats, but specifically in the direction level, there are the two ghats, that is Eastern and Western Ghats. So in Western Ghat, it rain more in the coastal area. And when there is a rain more in the coastal area, the hilly area is facing low rainfall. Why? Because the Western Ghat is having more and more rainfall. The hilly areas is facing low rainfall. So this winds, now this winds, you can see they are blowing parallel. They are not intersecting each and other. They are, you can see in the map also, they are not intersecting each and other. They are parallel. So as same as they are talking about the winds which are blowing, they are parallel to the Aravallis. The winds which are blowing, they are parallel to the Aravallis of Gujarat. They are parallel to the Aravallis, and that's because of this rainfall is low in the part of Gujarat and Rajasthan. Rainfall is low in the part of Gujarat and Rajasthan whenever the retreating monsoon is going on. Whenever the retreating monsoon, the winds are blowing, the winds are blowing, it is parallel to the Aravallis. It is parallel to the Aravallis. And because of that, you can find the winds. Because of winds are parallel, you can find rainfall is low in the part of Gujarat and Rajasthan. Now, as you see, in Brazil, they are facing drought quadrilateral. Drought quadrilateral means in one side, they are facing rain shadow region. It means one side there are more rainfall and the other side there are the less rainfall. As same as India is also facing orographic type of rainfall. Why they are facing orographic type of rainfall? Because of natural obstruction of the Himalaya. Because of Himalaya, they are facing same thing which is happening in Brazil. They are facing orographic type of rainfall. One side there is more rain, one side there is a less rainfall. So we can conclude this, India is facing orographic type of rainfall because of natural obstruction of Himalaya. As we can see, the sun rays are directly perpendicular to the Tropic of Cancer and the sun rays are directly come to the middle of India. The sun rays are directly come to the middle of India. And because of this, India is considered to be a tropical region. So we can say that the India is a tropical monsoon climate, or India is having a monsoon type of climate. And if I ask you which type of region India is having, so India is having tropical region. Why? Because of the sun rays are directly perpendicular to the Tropic of Cancer and it passes through the middle of the country. Now we go to the some. Okay, so in Rajasthan, okay, in Rajasthan one place is there. Okay, the place name is Ganganagar. In Ganganagar, we can find out 50 degrees Celsius in June. The temperature is so high at the time of June month. And the temperature is nothing but the 50 degrees Celsius. The next is, okay, the next is Cargill Town. Okay, so before moving to the Cargill Town, I want to ask. Okay, so Cargill is experiencing minus 48 degrees Celsius in winter. Yes, Revati, it is. Cargill is between the India and Pakistan border, but basically it is, we find this in the nearby Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, nearby Jammu and Kashmir. So next is the rainfall part. Now some places which are located in the south direction, and as you all know, in south direction the rainfall you have find so much, that is Cherrapunji, okay, in Meghalaya. Then okay, first is Cherrapunji. Cherrapunji is having 11,777 millimeter of rainfall, and not only that, Mauserabad, which is having 11,872 millimeter of rainfall. And when we are talking about wettest place, the wettest place of the India, not only India but also in the world, that is Meghalaya. Meghalaya is the place where we are facing the, this is called as the wettest place of the world. And the Jaisalmer, because of the highest temperature in the Jaisalmer, as you always see, there is a loo. You always find the wind is loo. The wind of the Jaisalmer side, Rajasthan side, is called as loo. And because of higher temperature in the western Rajasthan, It is the one of the driest part of the India. Jaisalmer is the one of the driest part of the India.